Oh, shit. More fucking shit about YouTube. And to tell you the truth, I didn't want to talk anymore about fucking YouTube or the new fucking layout, or even make a second video since I'll probably be the only person to make a second video on this. First of all, have you noticed that all the people who are supporting the new YouTube layout are all partners? Wilson Tech 1, Bucky 300, so on and so on and so on. And I find it kind of funny because the people that are not supporting it are basically people that, well, they're not YouTube partners. But that doesn't concern me. Rivalry. But anyways, there has been a lot of bitching since my last video, and I mean a lot. This is you probably don't remember this, or most of you do, but there used to be a bar at the bottom of YouTube page that suddenly showed up, and there was a ton, and I mean a ton, of videos that pretty much said they hated it. Now, as far as it may be concerned, I didn't really give a shit about that bar underneath YouTube, but everybody bitched that thing out of existence. You can still see that bar, but you have to go into a playlist to actually see it. Other than that, there's really the bar's gone. And the bar used to be on everything. You go into your home video page or the YouTube main page. The bar was just there. You couldn't duck it out. But then later on, YouTube or Google allowed you to duck that bar out, to hide it. But then they just, well, outright got rid of it. And that was a lot of bitching. Was it worse than the bitching I'm hearing about now about the new YouTube layout? No. In fact, the most of the complaints that I'm hearing about the YouTube new layout is extremely bad. This is worse than that fucking bar that was at the bottom of the YouTube page that nobody liked. This is just worse. And and I've stated it before. I'm actually perfectly fine with the new YouTube layout. It's just there were two major features I don't like. And I don't like that feed button. I don't like the fact that they don't give me the ability to hide that feed button or whatsoever. And they were like, well, just don't point to it. No, I just want it gone. I don't want a button there to be clicked. Period. And then it's like, but you can duck it out somehow. No, you can't. It's still there. It can still be clicked. The feed button needs to go away. I don't want to share certain parts of my information out there. The only thing I want to share is the videos that I favored. I don't want to share videos that I put up and liked. Okay? But that is a minor problem to, what I complained about in my last video about that long list of videos and everybody and me and just about everybody not liking it and just this giant clusterfuck of videos you have to go through. And as you know, there's certain people out there like, well, there's a way around it. You can pin them. I hate to be the fucking one to explain to you people since you're partners are supposed to be quote unquote professionals here, but let me explain something that completely fucks up what you just said. You can only post 10 users. Now, here's my dilemma. I have over 400 subscribers. Yeah, I meant to say subscribers all the time, but I have about 400 subscribers, and I can only pin 10 of those 400 subscribers. That's just way too much. First of all, I'm limited on how many people I can pin. And even if I could, it still would give me a clusterfuck of a bunch of fucking videos. Because some of those people like to post more than, once a day. Oh god, and then there's those let play videos. Oh fuck, how many times do you see those videos being laid? I mean, Signal the Tech Geek is playing fucking video games, and that thing just won't stop showing up. It's not his fault, but I mean, this is more YouTube's fault than it is his now. But what the fuck? I liked it when it was all nice and organized. You could just click the X's away, and just knock all those X's out. And that was a fucking simple thing. But now, thanks to Wilson Tech 1, who says, I can pin it. Oh, goody. I can only pin 10 out of 456 users. Way to go, Wilson. You're a good counter, boy. Dumbass. Yeah, that video pissed me off. I haven't heard an ounce of fucking stupidity like this in my entire fucking life. Every fucking YouTube partner going, but you can pin. That will help you arrange, other than, having the videos already arranged for you so you can cross out the ones that are, well, useless and have subject matters that are, well, pointless. No, instead we can have those useless, pointless subject matters up there regardless if we didn't want to see them or not. Or if we've already seen the video, it's still going to be up there and we can't do shit about it. But no, you can pin the fucking only 10 users and that will magically solve the problem. I got it. We need to get a bus to China. So let's just throw it in the water and watch it sink to the ground. That will get it there real fast. Why not? It's in the same line of thinking. Hey, a man's been shot. Let's just throw him in the highest tower and just ignore him for the rest of the day. That will solve that problem real fast. It's that type of backwards thinking that makes this new YouTube page the most hated thing ever now. Worse than the fucking YouTube bar that was at the bottom. Yeah, and I actually didn't give a shit about the bar at the bottom, but man, did everybody fucking hate that thing. See, there was a lot of people who complained about the last YouTube layout, but see, the thing is that YouTube fixed it, and allowed us to have more control over the subs, and they even gave us a nice box to cross all that shit out. Because when they first did the layout, you were stuck looking at a bunch of useless information that you didn't give a shit about. Like the first part of how Twitter used to be. Just lady goes to the store, lady parks her car, goes home, cooks her meals, feeds her kids. Who the fuck cares about that kind of information? I certainly don't. And I certainly don't want to hear about the kind of meal that she prepared or any of the conversations that she had with her fucking husband and her goddamn fucking children. That is the worst kind of fucking nightmare of what everything seems to be going in the so-called social area right now. Well, I just can't wait until Mr. Bit's video comes up saying, but the new YouTube layout is actually pretty good. Can I get my check from Google now? The layout is fine, but the stupid feed button and the clusterfuck of videos going up and down and saying you can only post or pin up 10 users up there out of so many. And by the way, the reason why I have over 400 subs is that it's an old YouTube trick. One user will say, I'll sub to you if you sub to me. And then you do that. And then you get another sub on your side. And sometimes it fails, sometimes it doesn't. That's why I ended up with over 400. And that's why, hell, even that's, the so-called YouTube partners, as they're one of their little, there are other tricks, by the way, but this is one of their little tricks of doing it. And now that they're getting paid, they're going to take their frustration and lock it up and pretend it just isn't happening. Just, like on the whole Wizard of Oz. Just close your eyes, click your heels, and say, this isn't happening. I know I have to live in a nightmare, but we gotta pretend. We gotta pretend that this is okay. This is the best way of organization. It sucks, don't it? Fuck you, YouTube. Fuck you, and thank you for the fucking bullshit you've brought on to me and to just about everybody else. Oh, by the way, I've been checking out major studios and some of their product placement people, and they refuse to switch to the new YouTube. Maybe a few of them have, but yeah, Warner Brothers, Disney, and other big names, they're not exactly accepting the change. In fact, rumor has it there's some advertisers kind of removing their names from the clusterfuck that is about to happen. You know why? Because the new YouTube layout, when you put on the page, if you're a partner, you can have this giant banner and have these links on these banners. The new YouTube layout gets rid of the banner completely. Way to go, YouTube. Fucking up everywhere you go. Yeah, I'll admit this. The blog tablet is nice and it's good for bloggers and stuff, but that entertainment tablet, that needs to be refined a little bit. Okay, I'm going past my time now. See ya.